Good day, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. So this is the Student Development Office Orientation, and I am Ms. Shannon Maybe Ising from the Student Development Office, your school psychometrician and your student coach. For this for this day's orientation, we will have the Student Development Office Services, the purpose of our individual inventory, the importance of coaching service, the SDO Homeroom Activities, and our SDO sessions. So to start with the different services that the SDO is offering, first we have the orientation. This is what we are doing right now. We are orienting you kung ano man po yung mga services, programs na meron kami. Next is the individual inventory. Later on, I will further discuss what is your participation in this individual inventory. Followed by the coaching service. So basically, this is to aid or to support you with in your emotional, psychological, mental, and social needs. We also have the homeroom activity or the homeroom services. And for this school year, we will be offering this from grade 1 to 12. The career development service is the activities that the SDO is giving to the students, especially para po ma-prepare namin kayo with your future career choices or kung ano man po yung gusto nyo maging trabaho in the future. For testing and research, so all the test results that we are gathering from you, we try to make a research using those results. For the placement, this is just to assist our students in transferring or even when they are applying to another school, especially our grade 12 students. And the follow-up service, this is really important for SDO because we evaluate our plans, our school programs, and our services through the follow-up that we are making. And lastly, the SDO session. So we already had this. Meron na tayong mga sessions in the past 2 years. We conduct webinars, we conduct student development talk, and we talk about the current trends and issues that may affect you as a student or your personal lives. Now, let's move on with the purpose of the individual inventory. Bakit ba tayo merong ganito? So, in our individual inventory, we continuously update and we continuously gather all the necessary information relating to the students. Like for example, we get the personal data sheet, your homeroom outputs, the SDO test results, the written interviews, and your anecdotal records. So ito po ay ginagamit natin to track kung ano ba yung nagiging changes ng isang estudyante as he or she grows old. Bumababa ba ang kanyang academic performance or tumataas ba? Or baka naman may mga changes in behavior siya from kinder up to senior high school. So don't worry, with all this information, we maintain the confidentiality of each student. Hindi po kami basta-basta nag-disclose ng information, not unless you are the ones asking us of the certain document or your parents or even the teachers, but we also ensure na kung ano lang po ang kailangang information ng ating mga teachers, yun lamang po ang ating ibinibigay sa kanila. So this is just a sample of the personal data sheet, and later on I will be sending the link to the advisors, and please do make sure that your parents or your guardian will be answering this. Please do put the updated information about you or ask them to put the updated information and contact number na pwede po namin matawagan or kung saan kami pwede makipag-communicate. Now, for the coaching service, ano po ba ang importansya nito? So again, this is to support you with your emotional, psychological, mental, and social needs, especially that we are transitioning again. So noon ay may face-to-face, we transition to distance learning. We are transitioning again to limited face-to-face, and hopefully by November, balik po tayo with the face-to-face setup. So there are a lot of adjustments and changes na nangyayari po sa inyong mga students. That is why the coaching service aims to support that need. Kung ano po ang kailangan ninyo, because we are adjusting and we have different changes na nangyayari sa ating environment. So before we conduct the coaching service, first we need the informed consent of the parent. Kailangan po na may agreement kami ng inyong parent or ng inyong guardian that I will be talking to you personally regarding your concerns. So if ever po na mapirmahan na at pumayag ang inyong guardian or yung parent ninyo na makausap kayo ni Ma'am Shannon, then that's the time that we will be scheduling you for a face-to-face or a virtual conferencing or a phone call coaching service or session. But as a student coach, there are also limitations. Meron din akong mga limitasyon na kailangan i-consider. So if ever that you have a serious life-threatening injury na kailangan ng medical attention, o baka naman you're so upset that you cannot take care of yourself, you are hurting yourself or you are hurting others. So beyond na po yun ang capability ni Ma'am Shannon. That is why I have to refer you to other professionals. Now, sino naman po ang pwedeng gumawa ng referral? So the advisors can make referral for coaching since lagi niyo po silang nakakausap. Your subject teachers, your parents or your guardian, your peers. But of course, we cannot conduct the coaching service without the informed consent coming from your parents or your guardian. The school nurse can also make a referral, especially that she handles all the medical records and school personnel. Like for example, the prefect of students, the directors, principal, or related school personnel na may direct contact with you. So these are some of the cases then na pwede nating bigyan ng coaching. So if ever that you are having the situation, so probably you need someone to talk to. Halimbawa po, you are experiencing a traumatic situation or experience, like for example, parent separation, a death in a family, or maybe you are exhibiting signs of depression and or withdrawal, your grades suddenly drop, or there is a drastic change in behavior, you cry often, you get sick daily, ayaw mo nang pumasok sa iyong mga classes without any particular reason, or you express anger and frustration regularly, especially to your classmates and your teachers na hindi naman valid yung reason. Baka naman sinisigawan mo sila nang hindi nila alam kung ano ba ang kinagagalit mo. And also, if you have a difficulty functioning in class, like yung other behavioral issues. So, baka mamaya, kailangan mo na ng kakausap sa'yo and you need a coaching. So, some guidelines for availing the coaching service. So, students who will avail the individual coaching or consultation must provide essential information about their concerns. So, for those referral, kung i-refer kayo ng other people, so meron din po silang form na sasagutan at bibigyan po nila ako ng short description or summary. Bakit ba kailangan ng student na ito ng coaching service? And of course, after giving out the necessary information, I need to verify your identity. Once I verify your identity, the informed consent will be given to your parents. So if the parents will agree with the coaching service terms, sila po ay pumirma at kami po ay magkaka-agreement na, that's the time that I will be scheduling you for a coaching service. So again, it could be through face-to-face or virtual conference or maybe through messaging. So halimbawa po na ang ating coaching service ay virtual or messaging, we strictly prohibit the recording of any session through the means of screen recording or screenshot. This is also to protect you, and this is also to ensure that all the things that you will be telling the student coach is confidential. However, I may need to take important notes para din po halimbawa na may mga kailangan akong makausap na tao so that he or she could help me, like your advisor, your subject teachers. So, kailangan pong mag-note taking ni Ma'am Shannon. So, if ever again that there are cases that is beyond my limitations or beyond my capability, so I already know ano po ang limit ko, therefore, we have to refer you to other professionals. So, the SDO coaching service is offered every Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And this service is provided only for students enrolled in SMASA. So if ever that you have questions, feel free to send me a message through our MS Teams chat. Now for the homeroom activities, so basically the service contains activities that are responsive to your holistic development. And this allows you as a student to interact with your classmates and also your advisor without necessarily having an academic lesson. Hindi po ito yung mga typical subjects ninyo na kailangan natin mag-memorize, kailangan nating mag-solve ng problem. So the activities given to you are more of the activities na makaka-relate kayo or mas mapag-iisipan nyo kung ano ba ang nangyayari sa buhay ninyo. So some of the objectives of the homeroom guidance is, of course, to develop your relationship with your classmates and your teacher or your advisor, to guide you in your formation, to develop your communication skills, to guide the advisor in their facilitating skills, and also to acquire techniques in handling homeroom activities, particularly when processing your responses and reactions. For the homeroom activities, this will be given, kanina binanggit ko na siya, from grade 1 to 12 during your homeroom period, which is also in your class program. So si advisor na po ang bahala kung kailan po ninyo gagawin ang activities para sa SDO homeroom. The student coach will be providing the homeroom activities. I am the one making all the activities for this homeroom, but the advisors are the one who facilitates it. So all homeroom outputs must be submitted to me, and please do not forget to put your full name, your grade and section, and your homeroom activity number so that I will know kung sino na po ang mga nagpasa at kung anong section po sila. So all homeroom outputs must be submitted on our SDO team. Since all of you from grades 4 to 12, you already have your SDO team, and hopefully lahat po kayo ay nandoon na. But rest assured that your advisors is also part of that team. So sila po ang mag-a-add at mag-monitor kung sino din po ang nakapag-submit o hindi pa. For the SDO session, so meron na po tayo dito for the past 2 years. We conduct webinars, we conduct student development talk during this session. And the SDO sessions are conducted at least once a month per section. So, meet nyo po and hopefully you already have the schedule. So, the schedule of the SDO session depends on the student support services session po na binigay sa inyo na schedule. So, you will meet the POS, you will meet the clinic, you will meet the library or the learning commons, and the SDO. So, please refer to that schedule. So, sessions will be held through the MS Teams and through our SDO team. So, doon po sa SDO team na yan, dyan po ako magkakandak ng ating mga sessions. Please do answer all the evaluation forms for each session, especially that this is also the basis for your character grade. Now, some additional reminders, please do support and participate in all the SSS sessions, the POS, the Learning Commons, the Clinic, and the Student Development Office sessions. And you should also be reminded that the SSS is already part of your character grade. That is why please do submit all the activity outputs, accomplish all the evaluation forms, attend and participate in each session. Lastly, maintain open communication with the SDO staff, especially if you have behavioral or psychosocial concerns. So some student support services communication platforms, you may reach us through our Facebook page, the SMASAN Student Support Services Facebook page. Please do like and follow us for the updates. We also have the MS Teams and the YouTube channel para po dito nalagay ang mga pre-recorded webinars for your reference. So all the questions will be entertained in our Facebook page and you can directly message us on our MS Teams. So hopefully we will see you face-to-face and virtually. And thank you for listening and hopefully you are all well today. So thank you and God bless.
Hello, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. This is a short orientation about the clinic programs, services, and activities for the school year 2022-2023. My name is Nurse Jella, and I will be your school nurse. So the clinic has 4 programs. First, we have the health screening and surveillance program, health information and education, health and wellness, and lastly, the accident or illness prevention program. These programs aims to provide a healthy and safe learning environment for our students. Let's first discuss the health screening and surveillance program. So this program is focuses on the early detection of common health problems among the students. So with that, you will have to answer some digital forms that the clinic will provide. The first form is the health declaration form. This form must be answered by your parents and guardians 24 to 72 hours prior to going to school or prior for the student when he or she goes to school. Okay, so for example, this coming August, our senior high school students will be the first ones to participate in our limited face-to-face classes. So meaning, yung parents and guardians po ng ating senior high school students ang unang magsasagot ng health declaration form. So they can start submitting the forms starting from August 19 to 21. Okay? So by next month, by September, susunod naman po na magpa-participate sa limited face-to-face classes ang ating junior high school students. So that's the only time that the parents and guardians will have to answer the health declaration form. All right? So again, the health declaration form will be used to make sure that the students are not sick, are not infected by COVID-19, or are not exposed or were not exposed to the COVID-19 virus. So in short, sinisigurado po namin na bago po kayo pumasok dito sa school, you are healthy and you do not have any illnesses or sickness. All right, so again, this can be accessed via the Microsoft Forms. Next form, we have the health history form. So ito po, sasagutan din ng ating parents and guardians. So this is all about the medical information of the students. Kaya kailangan po parents and guardians nyo ang magsasagot nito. Kasi po, dito po sa form na to, malalaman ko kung ano po ang inyong vaccination history. Ano po yung mga bakuna na naibigay na sa inyo simula pagkabata. Or kung meron man po kayong mga present illnesses or past illnesses na nagkaroon na kayo. So halimbawa po niyan, nagkaroon na kayo ng diabetes or asthma. Okay? And then your present condition also. Meron ba kayong sakit sa puso, any allergies, etc. Alright? So this can be submitted starting August 22. Okay? So para po mabigyan kayo ng ample time to answer the health history form, and to give other students and other grade level students to submit the form, I will be collecting, or the submission period will be starting from August 22 up to September 22. Okay, so 1 month po akong magko-collect at hihintayin ang form na ito. Okay, so kindly remind your parents and guardians to answer the health history form. So this is also a digital form. Makukuha po or masasagutan nila ito via Microsoft Forms. Lastly, we have the illness report form. Itong illness report form naman po, sasagutan lang to ng parents and guardians ninyo when the students are sick and cannot go to school. Okay, so if you are sick, may sakit kayo at hindi kayo makakapasok, okay, your parents and guardians should answer the illness report form para po aware ang school, aware ang inyong advisor at ang school nurse that you are sick and you will be absent. Okay? So all those forms will be answered via the Microsoft Forms. Lahat po ng links sa mga form na ito are already available sa ating Student Support Services Facebook page. Ipopost ko rin po ito sa ating Clinic MS Teams page. And lastly, yung mga advisors po ninyo, meron din silang copy ng mga links ng digital forms na ito. Alright? So again, we have the health declaration form, the health history form, and the illness report form. Alright? So make sure that you know what these forms are for and when you should submit them. Alright? Next, we have the contact tracing system. The school is registered under the Stay Safe application. Okay? So the senior high school students po, you should have your Stay Safe QR code pagpasok nyo dito sa school. Okay? So if you don't know how to register and generate your QR code, there is a short tutorial available at the Facebook page of the school as well as in the Student Support Services Facebook page. Okay? So don't worry, ipopost ko pa din yan sa ating Clinic MS Teams para makita po ninyo. Alright? So, once you generate your personal Stay Safe QR code, okay, you will have to scan it at the school entrance. Okay? So, ito po yung mga possible na conditions na maaaring mayroon kayo. Okay? If you do not have any symptoms, it means you are in a good condition. However, if you have 1 to 2 symptoms, you are considered under the mild condition. And if you have 2 or more symptoms, you are considered under the severe condition. So take note, only students who are in good condition will be allowed to enter school premises. If you fall under the mild or severe condition, hindi po kayo papapasukin, you will be advised to stay at home. Okay? Because we really have to practice our health and safety protocols. Okay? Kasi nga po, isa lang ang magkasakit. Okay, since we're still under the pandemic, we really have to be careful. Okay, especially that COVID-19 is highly contagious. Alright, so remember, before coming to school, you should already update your health status via the health check tab. Okay, so once you scan your QR code, dapat good condition kayo. Alright? Remember to stay home if you are sick. Okay? Wag na pong magpupumilit. Okay? If you are sick, better stay at home. Okay? Kasi iniiwasan natin na magkaroon ng infection sa loob ng school. Alright? Next program, let's discuss about the Health Information and Education Program. Okay, so under this program, I will be imparting knowledge to the students all about various health topics, updates, and trends. So how will I be able to deliver that? Via our health talk sessions or the health webinars. I will also be posting infographics, infomercials, etc. You will be able to find these at the SSS or Student Support Services Facebook page as well as on our Clinic MS Team page. All right, so these are the examples of the clinic webinars we had the previous school year. So this school year po, stay tuned sa mga bagong topics sa ating health talk sessions. All right. So next, we now move on to the Health and Wellness Program. Okay, the Health and Wellness Program provides necessary health activities to our students so that you will become healthy and adapt a healthier lifestyle. Ever since the pandemic, our health has never been more important. Okay, that's why we really come up with these activities so that you will not only develop mentally or academically here at school, but you will also maintain a good physical health. Okay? So first, we have the physical fitness break activity. Okay? Kung dati po, once a week lang kayo nag-exercise, ngayong school year, every day na po kayo mag-exercise. Okay? So this will be daily sessions and you will conduct this after your prayer. Okay? So for example, ang senior high school students, andito na po kayo sa school. So sa classroom nyo po yan gagawin. Sa ating mga students na online pa, they will perform this during their online sessions. All right, so this activity helps promote physical activity and helps students adopt an active lifestyle. All right, so don't forget, kailangan natin ng documentation. So you have to take photos of our sessions. Don't worry, your advisors will assist you with that. Okay, and the submission will be at the end of the month. Okay, you can submit it in two ways via the Clinic MS Teams page or the Clinic email address. Okay. Next activity. Okay, so later, these are just some of the examples of the sessions during the previous years. Okay, and also the personnel, we do perform dance exercises. We have physical fitness break sessions after our morning praise. Daily po namin din yan ginagawa. Alright, so for the next activity, we have the Wellness Wednesdays activity. Okay, this is composed by monthly health challenges. Okay, so stay tuned. So kung ano po ang ibibigay na monthly health challenge ni Nurse Jella, I will be posting it sa ating Student Support Services Facebook page at sa ating Clinic MS Team page. So make sure that you will actively participate. So this activity helps you practice healthy habits for a healthier lifestyle. Okay? So hindi lang tayo puro academics. We really have to practice healthy habits as well. Especially, we're still under the pandemic. Dapat palakasin po natin ang ating physical health. Okay? So remember, kung dati individual ang submission, this school year, mas pinadali ko na po para bawas na sa inyong mga activities. The Wellness Wednesdays activity will now be a class activity. So, yung mga submissions po ninyo will be class submission, meaning 1 entry per section na lamang po. Alright, so you really have to work together to submit your entry for the Wellness Wednesdays activities. The submission po at the end of the month din. Via MS Teams ang submission o di kaya naman po pwede rin sa ating clinic email address. Alright? And these are some of the examples of the Wellness Wednesdays monthly health challenge. Okay, ayan. Here are other examples. Okay, yung reduce, reuse, recycle activity natin, yung ating way to go H2O health challenge. Okay, so this school year, stay tuned sa mga bagong monthly health challenges. And please do participate. Alright, we have next the blood donation activity. Okay, so since you are already grade 10 and senior high school students, okay, you are now eligible to become blood donors kasi 16 to 65 years old, pwede na pong mag-donate ng dugo. Okay, as you can see in the picture, our very own school principal po is a blood donor. Okay, so this is in partnership of the school with the Philippine Blood Center. So hopefully, if things will get better, ma-resume na po natin yung ating mobile blood donation activity dito sa school clinic. Alright, last program we have to discuss will be all about the accident or illness prevention program. So this program, hence the name, focuses on the prevention of accidents or illnesses inside the school. Okay? So how do we do that? By following the School Health and Safety Program. The School Health and Safety Program is composed of, first, we have general health policies and guidelines. Okay, especially we are focusing on the prevention of COVID-19. So pagbalik po ninyo dito sa school, especially the senior high school students, strictly follow our health and safety protocol. Okay? Mahigpit po tayo dito sa school kasi nga po, we are preventing infection. Okay? So once you come here at school, please properly wear your masks. Okay? Properly wear your mask. Hindi dapat labas ang ilong, hindi dapat expose ang bibig. Okay? Properly wear your mask covering your nose and mouth. Okay? And practice frequent hand washing, and also please practice physical distancing po. Okay? Kasi nga some of our classmates are not yet vaccinated. Okay, we have to protect each other. Practice physical distancing kahit nasa classroom or kahit nasa ang lugar kayo sa loob ng school, please practice physical distancing. Once you see your classmates, iwasan muna ang hug, okay, ang masyadong maglapit-lapit, maghawak-hawak. Okay? Practice physical distancing, stay inside your own bubble. Okay? Let's at least help protect or keep each other safe. Okay? And then, once you come here at school, you will see our ground markings. Ayan, yung mga arrows natin sa floor, sa corridor. Okay? So, please do follow our ground markings. Importante po yan so that we can maintain a unidirectional flow. Okay? Para maiwasan po yung masyadong pagdidikit-dikit at pagsasalubong. Alright? Next, during mealtime, since hindi pa po operational ang ating school canteen, you will eat inside your classrooms. Okay? So, bring your own snacks. Okay? Snacks lamang po kasi half day lang po ang inyong classes. Okay? So, take note, you will have 3 days on site and then 2 days online. 3 days on site, 2 days online. Okay? So, dun sa 3 days nyo na on-site sa school, half day lang po ang inyong classes. So, you only have to bring your snacks. Okay? Wala pong makakalabas ng school. So, hindi po kayo pwedeng bumili or magdala ng pera. Okay? It's much better to bring your own snacks. Okay? And then, during mealtime, please refrain or avoid talking. Kasi bakit? Tatanggalin nyo po yung mask ninyo. Okay? Kasi syempre, kakain kayo. So, it's much better to finish eating. Then, after eating, put your masks back on. Then, by that time, you can now talk. Okay? So, as much as possible during mealtime, avoid talking na lang. Okay? And then also avoid sharing of utensils. Your spoon, your forks, your water bottles. Okay? Do not share them. Okay? Kasi nga, alam nyo naman kung paano ang transmission ng COVID-19. Okay? Kaya, you should really avoid sharing of utensils. And then lastly, maintain cleanliness. Okay, inside the classrooms. Both inside and outside the school premises, maintain cleanliness. Okay? Kasi nga, babalik na kayo ulit dito sa school. So, let's help maintain our school clean and green. Okay? Hindi lamang po trabaho ng maintenance personnel ang paglilinis. It's our own responsibility to keep our classroom, to keep our school clean all the time. All right? And next, okay, we have the rapid health check. So, I'll be dropping inside your classrooms to conduct the rapid health check. Okay, so ano po yung rapid health check? I will be monitoring anyone, okay, your health condition before, during, and after your class proper. So, I'll be dropping in just to check your body temperature, kamustahin kayo, kung sino man sa inyo ang merong mga symptoms or is not feeling well, okay, come directly to the clinic or you can be assisted down to the clinic for further assessment. Okay, so after my assessment, kung talagang kailangan kayong pauwiin, if you are too sick to continue your classes, we will send you home. Okay, we will inform your parents and we will send you home. Okay, we are really careful because we do not want to spread infection. Okay? So let's all help to keep each other safe. Kaya wag na wag po kayong mahihiya magsabi sa inyong mga teachers. Inform them if you are not feeling well during your class. Okay? You can go down directly to the clinic or you can be assisted to the clinic. Okay? Hingi lang po kayo ng clinic pass and then you can go down to the clinic na. All right? Next, the school health and safety program, we also have emergency and disaster preparedness plan. Okay, especially if we have fire or earthquake emergencies. Okay, I'll be giving you updates and some safety tips during fire or earthquake emergencies. Okay, and then magpa-practice din po tayo ng ating mga drills and evacuation procedures. Okay. And then lastly, we have the sanitation and solid waste management. Kaya nga, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, okay, lahat ng basura po ninyo, properly dispose yan sa mga ating mga trash receptacles or trash bins. Okay? Please follow the designated signages ng ating mga trash can. Okay? Yung mga biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Okay? Let's help maintain our school clean and green. All right? So that ends my presentation and the clinic orientation. If you have further questions, you can message me via the Clinic MS Team page kung may mga tanong pa po kayo at may hindi kayo naintindihan sa ating orientation. Okay? You can also send us a message sa ating Student Support Services Facebook page. Ayan, mas mabilis yon via Messenger. Kung meron man po kayong tanong sa clinic or sa iba pang offices ng SSS tulad ng Student Development Office, Learning Commons, Prefect of Students, and Christian Formation Center. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Stay safe and God bless.
So, good afternoon, students or Marians. Welcome to Learning Commons Orientation this school year 2022-2023. So, and by the way, I am Miss Clarissa Kit Advincula, your school librarian, and I will discuss the services, guidelines, and procedures of the Learning Commons services. So, ayan. So, before that, let me give you a brief background about the Learning Commons. So, sa mga bago ditong students, ang Learning Commons po natin is located sa second floor ng Mother Ignatia Building, and we can cater a maximum of 30 capacity at a time. So, alam niyo po, medyo limited yung ating capacity. Since we are still in this pandemic, we have to limit the capacity to a maximum of 30 to properly observe social distancing. So, ayan. So, we are open from 7:15 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. So, ang Learning Commons po ay binubuo ng dalawang personnel. One is the school librarian. You can call me Ma'am Klang. And one is the library aide / AVR in charge. So, she is Ma'am Ann. And kami po ang makikita nyo sa library. So, kung meron po kayong kailangan, please don't hesitate to reach us. So, we also have general rules and policies for the Learning Commons. So first, a fun entry and exit. So pagpasok pa lang po natin ng Learning Commons, ang una po natin gagawin is mag-fill up ng logbook. So ayan po. And make sure po natin na meron tayong dalang sariling ballpen since hindi po namin ina-allow na mag-share ng ballpen. Since ayun nga po, nasa virus, mayroon pa rin pong virus and meron pa rin tayong COVID. So, as much as possible, limitahan po natin ang risk ng transmission. So, make sure na meron tayong dalang sariling ballpen and alcohol. So, ayun po, dahil nga po minomonitor natin yung bilang or dami ng estudyante at kailangan natin itong limitahan sa 30, gumawa po kami ng tracking number. So yung tracking number po na to is makukuha nyo sa baggage or sa circulation desk or sa counter, dun sa bilog. Then, number 3, yun po, after nun, kapag nakakuha na kayo ng tracking number, diretso na po kayo sa baggage counter. So, kung meron po kayong dalang mga materials like bag, yun po, pakiiwan na lamang po sa ating baggage counter malapit sa exit. So, ganun din po paglabas, magkakaroon din po tayo ng inspection bago lumabas ng library premises. And for the library card, ang library card po natin ay hindi dapat pinapahiram sa iba. Since tayo po ang magiging responsible if ever na yung nagpahiram tayo ng library card, tas yung student na humiram ng library card natin is naiwala yung libro. So kahit po sabihin natin na siya yung nakawala, tayo pa rin po ang magiging responsible since yung pangalan po natin or pangalan na nakalagay sa library card natin yung nilagay dun sa library or library card or book card. And if ever man po na makawala po kayo ng library card, please make sure po na maipagbibigay alam po natin ito agad sa library personnel para mabigyan po ng replacement. So, ayan po. We also have policies for the borrowing privilege. So, ayan po. So, lahat po ng members ng Smasan community is entitled na humiram ng libro dito sa Learning Commons. Ang gagawin lang po natin is lagi nating dalhin yung library card kapag manghihiram tayo ng material. So, kung hindi natin nadala yung library card or library card natin, hindi po namin kayo i-allow na manghiram ng libro since yun po ang iiwan nyo sa library kapag nanghiram kayo ng libro. So, ang pwede lang pong hiramin na libro for overnight use is maximum of 2 books. Then, dapat po yung hiniram na libro is may balik agad on time. Otherwise, magkakaroon po tayo ng overdue fines. Then, kapag naman po nawala nyo yung libro or hindi nyo makita, ipagbigay alam po ito agad sa library personnel. Then, ayun po, kapag nawala nyo yung libro, dapat po mapalitan siya with exact book. Kung hindi man siya available sa mga bookstores, pwede nyo po siyang bayaran the same price with the lost books or book. Then for the library etiquette, kagaya ng rules na sinusunod sa mga libraries, dapat po obserbahan natin ang katahimikan or silence must be observed at all times. So hindi lang yan, hindi rin po namin inaalaw ang pagkain, pagtulog, pakikipag-usap, or paggamit ng gadgets or other cellular devices. Hindi po namin siya inaalaw sa library. Dahil po ang library ay lugar para mag-aral at magbasa. So, kung meron po kayong ibang agenda, kagaya ng pagkain, pagtulog, hindi po tulugan ng library, and pakikipagdaldalan or pagtambay. So, pwede naman po kayo, kung meron po kayong group projects or collaborative activities or kailangan nyo makipag-collaborate sa mga groupmates nyo, ang kailangan nyo pong gawin is hinaan nyo lang po yung boses nyo na hindi makakabala sa ibang clients. So meron din po tayong fines and penalties. So para sa mga overdue materials, magkakaroon po tayo ng fines na 2 pesos a day for circulation books and home reading books. So ayun po. Kapag hindi nyo na-settle yung fines na yan, hindi po namin ibibigay or hindi namin kayo i-clear sa clearance unless mabayaran nyo na. Or kahit hindi sa clearance, hindi po namin ibabalik yung library card nyo unless ma-settle nyo na yung balance nyo. So, number 2 is intentional damage infliction towards book. So, dapat po hindi nyo yung mga pagsira, tahasang pagsira, pagpunit, or pagtanggal-tanggal ng mga pages ng books is hindi po namin inaalaw, of course. So lahat po ng mga ganun, kunyari, nahiram kayo ng book, tapos maayos nyo namang nahiram, pero nung binalik nyo, punit-punit na, magkakaroon po tayo ng penalty doon. Siyempre, dapat po nating ingatan dahil iyon ay school property and library property. Then next, habitual delinquency. So kung palagi kayong late mag-return ng books, lagi kayong napapatungan ng overdue fines, pwede po namin kayong i-penalize ng loss of good standing. Since, syempre, dapat maging responsible po tayo sa pagbalik. Nahiram po natin siya on time, so dapat po maibalik din natin siya on time. Kahit po sabihin natin na may mga charge, dapat po bilang estudyante maging responsible po tayo kapag kailangan nating magbalik ng gamit and of course ng libro. So, yan, pwede kayong ma-penalize ng loss of good standing for a number of days, depending on the gravity of the offense. Wait lang po. So, alam po, lastly, is the disruptive behavior. So, yung mga na-mention kanina na behavior kagaya ng eating, talking, use of mobile phones or gadgets, isa po yung parte ng disruptive behavior. So, kung sino man po ang ma-engage sa ganyong behavioral misconduct, such as excessive noise, loud discussions, and eating within the library premises shall be asked by the librarian to leave the library. And kapag nangyari po yun, pwede po namin kayong bigyan ng penalty na isuspend yung inyong library privilege for not more than 2 weeks. Then now let's move on to the services and programs. So we also have library instruction program. So ang library instruction program, yun po ang ginagawa natin last year, monthly, yung ating SSS consultation. So ang library instruction program po is ginagawa natin para matulungan po ang students na makapag-locate, makapag-evaluate ng different informations, be it online or on-site. And ano po, yun po, yung magiging schedule po ng ating library instruction program or ILE is nakadepend po sa schedule na ibibigay sa amin ng inyong advisors. Yan po. And yun po, nahati sa dalawang part ang library instruction program. So ang ginagawa natin palagi is the information literacy education since ang ILE is designed for grades 4 to 12 while the storytelling is for pre-kinder to grade 3. So ayan po. So magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng library instruction program. So aside from library instruction program, we also have readers and user services. So ang readers and user services po ay merong binubuo ng reference services and circulation service. So ayan po, ang reference service po ay nakapokus sa pagbibigay ng reference or bibliographical or assistance. While the circulation service focuses on the returning and borrowing of books, be it for library use or home study. So, ayan po, for the reference services, ayun po, ang main function nito is, ayun po, makapagbigay ng different reference assistance, be it virtually or physically. So, kung meron kayong inquiries regarding reference, book out, or OERs, pwede po kayo mag-submit nito via MS Forms. So, ayan po, naka-flash po sa screen yung link na gagamitin natin for submitting request. Or kung face-to-face naman na and kaya nyo naman pumunta ng library, you can just visit the Learning Commons, and we are available from 7:15 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. So, ayan po. Meron pa rin po tayong OERs. Meron pa rin tayong OER or accessible pa rin po yung EPIC kung na-access nyo po siya last year. So as you can see po nakalagay dyan, yung EPIC is intended only for kids to 12 years under. So yan po, yung EPIC po is intended for recreational reading. So marami po diyang classics or iba't ibang novels or audiobooks na pwede nyong basahin dahil po malaya naman ang pagbabasa, hindi naman siya nakadepende sa age. So, ayun. Then, yung EPIC is online resources. Accessible siya during school hours from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Kaya po hanggang 3 p.m. lang dahil yung school hours na sinusunod ng EPIC is hanggang 3 p.m. ang last period. So, dapat po, kung gusto nyo mag-access, i-maximize nyo po siya from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then, next is the circulation service. So, yung circulation service po natin is nakafocus sa borrowing and returning of books. So, para po makahiram, kagaya ng face-to-face, ang gagawin lang po natin is pwedeng mag-seek ng assistance with our library personnel. Pero ngayon po, meron na po tayong online public access catalog or OPAC. So sa OPAC po, pwede nyo pong i-search yung title, author, or subject ng libro. Kunyari, tungkol sa biology, or gusto nyo ng, kunyari, mystery. Pwede nyo pong i-search doon. Then mag-a-appear yung mga books na related dun sa subject na sinerch nyo. Pwede naman sa title or sa author. Then, o kaya kung gusto nyo pong magpatulong, pwede naman po, mag-seek lang po kayo ng assistance with our library personnel regarding dun sa book na gusto nyong hiramin. So, ayun po, for example, ginamit nyo yung OPAC, nag-appear na siya, yung book na gusto nyo, pwede po kayo magpatulong sa library personnel para i-locate po yung book gamit yung call number. Then, kapag hindi naman po available yung book dun sa shelves, pwede po kayong, pwede pong yung book na yun is out for the meantime or nahiram ng iba. Pero, bibigyan po namin kayo ng notification if ever na interested talaga kayo sa book, i-inform po namin kayo kapag naibalik na siya. Then, how to borrow books? Ayun po, number 3. Kapag nakita na yung book, mag-fill up lang po kayo ng book card. Then, after nun, pwede nyo na pong kunin yung library and kailangan nyo lang pong i-deposit ang inyong library card. So, paano naman tayo magre-return ng libro? So, kagaya nung face-to-face, i-return nyo lang po yung libro on or before the date it is due. Kasi nga po, magkakaroon siya ng overdue fines for late returns. Then after nun, kapag naibalik nyo na at na-settle nyo na yung mga balance or penalties nyo, makukuha nyo na rin yung inyong library card and pwede na ulit manghiram ng libro. So ayan, that would be all for the circulation service applicable for face-to-face or limited face-to-face. So since kayong mga grade 10, nasa online distance learning pa rin kayo, bumuo kami ng alternative option or delivery option ng aming circulation service. So, meron tayong book out. So, yung book out, ina-allow nyo yung students na mag-check out or mag-request, mag-check out, and mag-pick up ng books from the library for home use. So, hindi nyo na kailangan pumunta ng library para makahiram. Pwede kayong mag-request virtually and ano nyo lang siya, pipick upin nyo lang, then kapag ibabalik nyo, drop off lang dun sa ating Smasan Gate. Then yung service na to is magiging available starting on September 2022 until February 2nd week 2023. Then ito naman ang ating book out policies and reminders. So as you can see dun sa first bullet, kagaya ng circulation service, ang pwede lang nating hiramin is maximum of 2 books at a time for home use. Then, pwede nyo siyang hiramin for 7 days. Then, ang pick-up or drop-off time po natin is only from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, dapat po kapag magre-request din kayo, dapat at least 1 hour in advance. Dapat advance po lagi dahil pinaprocess pa namin siya. So, kung kailangan nyo yung libro ng 3 p.m., dapat po 2 p.m. pa lang is makapag-request na kayo. And of course, meron din po kaming cut-off sa pagtanggap ng book out request. So, ang book out request po namin is hanggang 3 p.m. lang. Kunyari, nag-send kayo ng beyond 3 p.m., mapaprocess na po siya on the next working day. Then, kunyari, na-notify na po kayo ni librarian or ni library personnel na ready na yung book for checkout, pero hindi nyo po siya na-pick up within 2 working days, ika-cancel po namin yung inyong request since, ayun nga po, hindi nyo agad siya na-pick up. So, make sure po next time kapag magre-request kayo, pick upin nyo po siya agad right away. Then, ayun po, lahat po ng borrowed books is ini-inspect din or dumadaan sa inspection bago ilabas. So, kapag nahiram nyo yung libro ng maayos pero binalik nyo ng may punit and hindi nyo in-inform si librarian, magkakaroon po kami ng investigation dun sa sira-sirang libro. Then, kahit po hindi nyo sabihin sa amin na kayo yung nakasira, malalaman at malalaman po namin dahil nag-fill up po kayo ng book card. So, yun po. Then, ayun din po, same goes for the book out. Yung, for example, nakawala kayo ng libro, kailangan po i-report nyo agad to sa librarian and dapat mapalitan siya with the exact book or exact price. Then, ayun. So, yung exact price or babayaran nyo lang siya kapag wala talaga. Pero, as much as possible, dapat yung exact book po ang maibalik nyo if ever na mawala nyo yung libro. And, hindi rin po namin inaalaw ang pag-reproduce or pag-photocopy ng library materials or any copyrighted materials. So, ayan. So, for the book out procedures, meron po tayong book out or borrowing procedures. So, yung mga procedures po na ito is ipopost ko na lang sa MS Teams since para mabilis tayo and meron ding mga links na kailangan nyo talagang i-visit para makapag-avail nung transaction. So, ayan. Here are the procedures in borrowing. Then, ito naman po sa pick up. Kailangan lang mag-fill up ng parent or student ng book out waivers. Then, sa returning or drop-off procedures, ayan po. Then, of course, kapag kompleto na yung transaction, nakapag-borrow na kayo, nakapag-return, or nakapag-pick up, nakapag-return, nire-require po namin kayo na isagutan yung evaluation form para malaman po namin kung ano yung naging experience nyo sa book out transaction. So, ayan po. And, of course, that would be all for my presentation. So, if you have further questions or clarifications, please feel free to send any inquiries or questions via MS Teams. Search nyo lang po yung pangalan ko, Ma'am Klang, or you can just send email via learningcommons.imc@gmail.com. So again, thank you and have a nice day.